What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another lucky dip, and this is one from Michaela's collection. Big thank you as always. And the track is called In the Beginning, and it's by a group, I assume. Beautiful World does not sound like a solo artist, so I'm assuming it's a group. And I don't think I've ever heard of them before. I did react to a song by Information Society by this name, but yes, I don't think I'm familiar with a group named Beautiful World, so I do wonder about that context and the timeline of this. Of course, In the Beginning is the foundational and very significant scriptural phrase, so I do wonder whether there's any overt religious reference happening here, or whether this might just speak to a level of cosmic creativity and grandeur that is then applied, let's say, more secularly, but I will certainly be on the lookout for any meaning I can discern. Let's give it a listen. This is a lucky dip provided by Michaela. It's a group called Beautiful World, and the song is In the Beginning.
Black Elk, the Lakota medicine man, said, "Peace comes within the souls of men when they realize their oneness with the universe. When they realize it is really everywhere. It is within each of us." It's a stunning track for multiple reasons. And
I do think there's probably religious significance there, though within a different set of mythology and cultural beliefs than I was thinking in advance. Which is to say, it sounds like it's framed around the Lakota. The Lakota Sioux, as they're sometimes called. I think Sioux is an exonym, and it relates to a handful of related tribes or tribal confederacies, which, again, the Lakota being one of them. And if you didn't know, the movie Dances with Wolves, it's based on the Lakota, and I believe that was like a big part of like preserving the Lakota language, which was, I think, sort of endangered at that point. And then like through that movie, it was actually like there was a renaissance in terms of Lakota language practice. In any case, the point is that spoken word part at the beginning sort of frames everything, and I love it. It's like, another example where a like mythological belief set can in fact align very nicely with like modern scientific understanding, which is to say the idea of the universe being all around you. It's not some abstract quality that exists only away from Earth, and the universe is indeed in all of us. The very same molecules that are part of the stars in far-flung solar systems and even other galaxies throughout the known universe, they are the very molecules that are in us. And even more than that, they were made in the hearts of stars and in stellar explosions millions of light years away and billions of years ago. So the idea of us being the universe and being within the universe rather than there being some separation in that regard is, again, not only a very profound belief, but one that aligns quite perfectly with modern scientific understandings. And of course it makes me think of Carl Sagan and cosmos and so on. So yes, very much, I think, a beautiful articulation of the place of humanity in the universe, whether you're seeing that more religiously or scientifically. A lot of the other lyrics are in what I assume is Lakota, and I would not be surprised if they are a prayer or if they are in some way an articulation of, again, cultural and religious beliefs. But I love the sonics. They're dramatic. They have this processual type of feel. Not really a march per se, but like the implacable forces of time and the passage of generations of humanity. Like, I felt that in the way the track is unfolding. And then there were those moments with those kind of vocalizations of like "sha," or like, I'm not sure exactly like in terms of the word what they were, but they would sort of usher in like a big sonic pulse in the track. And the guitar work, these little guitar touches, but they had a lot of power behind them. And yeah, it felt like a cosmic experience, and yet also very human and very cultural at the same time. And it did remind me, like I reacted to a Sacred Spirit track, and I remember people talking like it's a bit controversial because they're German, they're not like Native American peoples, but they are drawing on those cultural paradigms and so on. And I don't like actually see that as problematic as maybe some other people, but it of course also made me think of the Enigma tune Return to Innocence, which I like. That's actually not, I think, Native American chanting. I think that's like Philippines. But in any case, the point is, it's one of those tracks where it's like it's using, let's say, more modern production techniques, but it's drawing on the musical and cultural heritage of humanity more broadly and over many generations. So I find that to be a very profound experience. And I love the chanting. I love those big like drum hits, which had a lot of scope to them. So yeah, it felt cosmic and deeply human at the same time. So very, very enjoyable. Thank you again to Michaela. Do let me know what you think of this one. And Luca, the Cosmic Cat, and I will see you next time. Peace.